Hi there, if you would like to know how to be successful on YouTube, if you're not one of those kids who has gaming and all that sort of stuff, and if you're an actor and would like to use YouTube to get acting gigs, stay tuned, watch this video all the way to the end as I show you how. Hi there, David Walsh here once again from davidwalshonline.com, and in this video I'm going to show you how to be successful on YouTube if you are a little bit older than your typical YouTuber, and also if you are an actor looking to use YouTube for acting gigs. Now today I have a very special guest with me. I have the wonderful Anna Tyrie, and she is an actor and also is a little bit older like myself and is breaking into YouTube and is getting momentum on her YouTube channel. So thank you for being here today, Anna.
Thank you for having me.
So tell people a little bit about what you do on your channel.
So I started off my channel purely as an actress,
Yeah.
as a means to put my material forward so that casting directors could see it, to put my short films out there for people to watch. But now it's become more about vlogging, and I cover things like adventure and trying to inspire people, basically. Adventure, travel, that kind of thing.
Okay, so you started your channel looking to use it for casting directors and stuff like that, but you've sort of embraced sort of like the YouTube lifestyle on your channel now as well.
Absolutely. I mean, YouTube has always been very helpful in my life. I wouldn't say that I was an avid YouTube watcher, but actually, when you think about it, the amount of times I've typed into Google how to do something or watched my friends' videos, and they're always hosted on YouTube.
Yeah.
So then I got the idea that actually, if you think of YouTube like television, then there's nothing that would stop me from having my own channel and creating my own content. So those frustrating times of a year when I'm not working as an actress, I can be working as an actress because I can have my own channel and be completely in control.
Exactly, on your own shows.
Exactly.
Great. So how did you go about setting up your channel and sort of getting momentum to like the couple of thousand subscribers you have so far?
So like I said, I started just putting my short films and my fan films up there, and I didn't really understand the power that YouTube had until I think it was when I did my Tomb Raider fan films.
Ah, okay.
So you see, the cosplay and the fan film industry is huge, right? I didn't understand that. And so when my first fan film went out quite a few years ago, that got quite a lot of attention, and it surprised me actually. It took me quite by surprise. And so I thought, okay, this is an opportunity to gain a bit more exposure. And so my channel kind of built on the back of mainly the Tomb Raider fan films. Okay. And now I actively work hard to gain momentum, following your channel and all your fabulous advice on how to build your subscriber base and things like that. And yeah, I'm still learning, but hopefully in the next year or so it will gain real momentum.
Excellent, excellent. So you jumped on the sort of like the trend of Tomb Raider.
Yes.
And the cosplay whole thing there, and you used that to gain that momentum, sort of attract that audience to your channel so that you could get an audience for yourself because they like that sort of thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you work hard creating something, you want people to watch it.
Absolutely.
And so it was really nice to know that we'd spent months in pre-production, we spent a week filming, all the months in editing. You put it out there and then you can see how it's being received. You can hear the audience voice coming back to you, telling you what they liked and what they didn't like. So then when you make the next videos, you might change it up a little bit. So it's a very different experience to when you do an acting job, because especially in film, you do an acting job, and if it's a corporate gig, you don't even see the final product. You kind of do the job, you walk away.
You don't even see your audience, or you don't even know who your audience is.
Exactly, but with YouTube, it's a different experience, and you have that connection with your audience, which is lovely.
Exactly.
But it also is really handy, and what I found is, by putting those first few fan films up and the show reel and stuff, I've actually got work as an actress because of the YouTube channel. So people have seen my work and said, actually, we're a production company, we quite like you, and we would like to audition you for a role in our short film or in our series or whatever it was.
Excellent. Excellent. So when you have that downtime, you're creating your own short films, you're using trends and stuff like that with the whole cosplay and the Lara Croft type thing to say, hey, there's an audience, we know there's an audience for this, we're going to create content for that audience. You've plugged into that, and then that has springboarded you to get even more gigs.
Yes.
Excellent, excellent. So top tip if you are looking to get into the acting profession, or you're a current actor and you're looking for a bit more work, start creating your own content. Look for things, maybe cosplay or something else that's trending that you can plug into, and then use that to create your own short films, like even fan films and stuff like that, which can then catch the eye of casting directors and stuff like that.
The other thing I would say is it's also really great practice. More often than not now, castings are being done as self-tapes, especially if it's for TV or for film. The casting directors have less time and less budget to do castings, to hire a room and see people. So what they ask you to do is self-tape at home. And it's really great to get used to making your own content so that you can make a decent self-tape. But also for when you do get those commercial auditions or filmed auditions, it's a really great way of knowing how you come across on camera, how you should work the camera, because it's a very different experience, as most actors will know, to being on stage, which has to be much bigger. You have to be more intimate, more focused with your acting choices. And so doing YouTube, making your own content, gives you a real skill set that you can then draw on for your acting.
You actually become your own director.
Yes.
And you get your own feedback for yourself in literally in the comfort of your own whatever, bedroom, sitting room, or wherever. So you can say, oh, you can look at yourself, and maybe this is something that a lot of actors don't like doing, is actually looking at themselves. I know there are some high profile actors who never watch their own stuff. For someone up and coming, being able to critique yourself and be able to grow, it's a great way to be able to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you as an actress or actor know yourself to be a certain character type. If you believe that you should be seen as the girl next door or the baddie or whatever it is, but the only opportunities you've had before have been for something completely different, completely off brand, then you can create content that puts you in the right kind of setting with the right kind of characteristics that you want to put across, show the world what you're capable of, and then other people will hopefully see you as the brand that you're setting yourself up as.
So basically you're setting the stage for the work you actually want to do.
Yeah, you're showing yourself as you want to be perceived and not just waiting for those opportunities. You're creating the opportunities.
Waiting for a chocolate ad or a Marmite ad or whatever that you probably, it pays the bills, but it's not necessarily where your heart is.
Exactly.
Excellent. So YouTube has allowed you to be more creative. It also has helped you get more gigs and stuff. As an older YouTuber like myself, what do you recommend older people do for their channels if they're not like the teenagers that are typically out there on YouTube?
Okay, well I think one of the biggest problems when you come to YouTube a little bit older is the commitments that you have in life. So as a teenager, you're living in your mum's house, your mum and dad's house, you don't have any bills to worry about, so you're footloose and fancy free and you've got loads of spare time. But when you're a bit older, obviously you have bills to pay, you have a full-time job to commit to, and you have less time and you have to think about your responsibilities. So you have to start off knowing how much time you can commit. I think if you're really going to do it seriously, you have to be consistent, right? You have to, which you've already taught me.
Which we've discussed, yes.
In another video, which we'll tell you about in a little while. You have to be consistent, so set aside a certain amount of time per week that you're going to dedicate. Bear in mind that a 5-minute video does not take 5 or 10 minutes to create. A 5-minute video, I would say, takes a half day, if not a full day to create.
Yeah, especially if it is like a little mini film or something like that, where if you're doing like a vlog or how-to, a 5-minute video will take, 2, 3, 4 hours, something like that. But something like you're doing, where you're trying to set up sets and you've got scenes and all that sort of stuff, that's crazy thing.
It really is. So you need to make sure you have enough time to fulfill what it is you're trying to create. Make sure that you're consistent with your uploads and consistent with yourself. Make sure you're producing stuff that you care about. Don't just do it for the sake of doing it. So I would plan out a whole series of things that I'm going to do, maybe a month in advance, so I know exactly what I'm doing, when I'm doing it. It's not rushed. The other thing I would say is don't worry about being cool. I think when you come to it older, you think about the young kids who are doing YouTube with the hair,
orange hair,
yeah, the piercings, the skinny jeans, and you think, oh, they're really cool and they'll have that following. But actually, you know, a lot of older YouTubers have a great following as well, because so many people use YouTube.
Absolutely.
If you are just yourself, true to yourself, then there are people who will be interested in you. So just stay true to that. Don't try and imitate anybody else. And don't let the idea of I'm not cool enough put you off.
But as long as you are doing it for the right reasons and you're authentic, you can grow your audience.
Absolutely.
Well, great. Well, thank you very much for that, Anna. Some fantastic top tips, especially if you are an actor looking to get more acting gigs. Some fantastic top tips there to help you get more work. And you never know, your movies might even take off on YouTube, and you might just even have a whole audience right there that could sustain a full-time income. You just never know. It's one of these crazy things about YouTube. That one thing will just go crazy and you'll never be looking back ever again. Excellent. Well, thank you once again. Now, this is one part of a two-part video. So I'm actually going to hop over to Anna's channel and we're going to talk about some stuff over there. So if you want to watch that video, the link is in the description below and also at the end of this video. Now, if you have a question about this or anything else to do with YouTube, make sure to ask that in the old comments area below, and both myself and Anna will be answering them for you. I want to thank you for watching this video all the way to the end. Now make sure to click on over and watch the video on Anna's channel, and we will see you over there, and we will also see you in 2017. Looking forward to seeing you very soon. Bye for now.
Bells on